Today, we tell a story about something new in world politics. This story began at a large global meeting called the World Economic Forum, held in Davos, Switzerland. Leaders from many countries gathered there to talk about the future of the world, the economy, and peace. At this meeting, a new idea was introduced to the world. It was called the Board of Peace. The announcement sounded calm and hopeful. The goal, according to the speakers, was simple. They said the Board of Peace would help reduce conflict, rebuild areas damaged by war, and encourage countries to talk instead of fight. This idea immediately caught global attention. News channels around the world began discussing it. Experts shared their opinions. People watched closely, trying to understand what this new board really meant. The Board of Peace was proposed by former U.S. President Donald Trump. He said the board would focus first on helping areas affected by long and painful conflicts, especially Gaza. According to official statements, countries that joined the board would work together on peace plans and rebuilding efforts. Some countries could join as temporary members, while others could become permanent members by contributing a large amount of money. This detail raised many questions. Some people supported the idea and said any effort toward peace should be welcomed. Others felt unsure and asked whether this new board would replace or weaken existing international organizations like the United Nations. As the announcement became public, the world waited to see which countries would join. At the launch event in Davos, several countries were named as members. Leaders or representatives from these countries appeared on stage or supported the plan publicly. At the same time, many important countries were missing. Some European nations chose not to join at the beginning. They said they wanted more information before making a decision. And one absence was noticed more than others. India was not present at the launch. India had received an invitation to join the Board of Peace. This was confirmed by official sources. But when the event took place, no Indian leaders stood on the stage. No Indian representative signed the document. People watching the event noticed this immediately. India is one of the world's largest countries. It plays an important role in global politics, so its absence raised questions. Why did India stay away? Did India reject the invitation, or was India simply taking more time to decide? According to reports, India has not made a final decision yet. Instead of rushing, Indian leaders appeared to be watching the situation carefully. They are studying the structure of the Board of Peace and observing how other countries respond. This careful approach is not new for India. India often prefers to think deeply before joining new international groups, especially when global politics are complex and sensitive. Another detail drew attention at the same event. Pakistan's Prime Minister, Shehbaz Sharif, was present at the launch. He appeared alongside President Trump during the announcement. This image quickly spread across news and social media. Many people noticed the contrast. Pakistan was present. India was not. Because India and Pakistan share a long and difficult history, this moment became a topic of discussion. Some observers described it as symbolically important. Others said it was simply a diplomatic choice and should not be overinterpreted. Still, the image stayed in people's minds. Experts began explaining possible reasons for India's decision to stay away. One reason could be that several major global powers also chose not to join immediately. Countries like France, the United Kingdom, and China did not sign the founding document at the launch. This suggested that India was not alone in being cautious. Another reason relates to India's long-standing position on conflicts in the Middle East. India has traditionally supported a two-state solution, where Israel and Palestine live peacefully side by side. Some political groups in India expressed concern that joining the Board of Peace might send the wrong message about this position. There were also questions about how the Board of Peace would operate. Would it work independently? Would it respect international law? Would it cooperate with existing global institutions? Until these questions are answered clearly, India appears to prefer patience over speed. Meanwhile, reactions around the world remain mixed. Some countries welcomed the Board of Peace and joined it. They said dialogue and cooperation are always better than conflict. Other countries chose silence. Silence in international politics often means careful thinking rather than rejection. Experts continue to debate the future of this new board. Some believe it could open new paths to peace. Others worry it could create confusion or competition with existing systems. There are also discussions about the financial requirements of the board and whether peace efforts should depend on money. As of now, no dramatic changes have followed the announcement. There are no sudden actions, no urgent meetings announced. Instead, there is waiting, and waiting is sometimes the most important phase in diplomacy. The story of the Board of Peace is still unfolding. India's absence does not mean refusal. It means consideration. It means watching carefully before stepping forward. In global politics, decisions made today can affect relations for many years. That is why countries move slowly. That is why they choose words carefully. And that is why silence can sometimes be powerful. For ordinary people, this story reminds us of something important. Global decisions affect everyday life. They influence peace, stability, and cooperation between nations. Understanding these stories helps us understand the world better, and learning them in simple English helps us grow step by step. This story is not finished yet. More meetings will happen. More statements will be released. More decisions will be made. The world will continue to watch, and we will continue to learn. Thank you for listening to this calm explanation. If you enjoy learning English through real-world stories, please like, comment, and subscribe. We will bring you more stories, explained simply and gently, so you can learn English while understanding the world.